January 13th, 2026. While the rest of the world is just waking up, history is clocking in. The gates at Fort Lauderdale just opened, and for the first time this year, Lionel Messi has walked onto the pitch. But let us be honest, this is not just preseason. This is not just another year in the MLS. Today marks the beginning of the end. The countdown to the 2026 World Cup on American soil has officially started, and the mission is impossible. He must stay healthy. He must survive the travel, and he must win it all. One last time. The pressure is higher than ever before, because this time the world is watching from right here in America. This is the beginning of the end. They call it day one. The squad reported back to training this morning. But if you look closely at the footage, the mood in Miami is different this year. And last year was a circus. It was a celebration. This year, it feels like a military operation. Why? Because the entire American soccer economy is riding on this man's legs. We are exactly 5 months away from the World Cup kickoff. Every sprint Messi runs today, every drill, every pass, it is all calculated. The schedule this year is brutal. They are not just staying in Florida. They are flying to South America next week for a tour through Peru, Colombia, and Ecuador. Then they fly coast to coast across the United States. The mileage is going to be insane. We saw it with Michael Jordan in '98. We saw it with Tom Brady. The final year is always the hardest. The media is already camped outside the training ground. But the question is not whether Inter Miami can win the league. The question is, can Messi's body survive the American travel schedule before the World Cup even starts? Think about it. He turns 39 this summer. He has won everything there is to win. He has nothing left to prove, except this, to defend the crown in the country that adopted him. Man, if he pulls this off, the debate is over forever. If he breaks down, it is a tragedy. The leaks coming out of the front office are terrifying. Between the new Apple TV demands and the South American tour, Lionel Messi is scheduled to play a game every 3 or 4 days. This is how the league breaks a legend. Apple needs this. Adidas needs this. The United States needs Messi to be fit in June. There is over $1 billion in ad revenue sitting on the table, waiting for him to step onto that World Cup field. That is why today, January 13th, is the most expensive practice session in history. He is not just fighting opponents anymore. He is fighting time. He is fighting the calendar. And he is fighting the expectations of an entire nation that is night desperate to see him lift that gold trophy one last time. The training has started. The clock is ticking, and the margin for error is 0. History repeats itself. We have seen this script before. Chicago, 1998. The last season of the Bulls dynasty. They knew it was over before it even started. They knew the team was breaking up. They knew the legs were heavy, but they had one final job to do. Lionel Messi is now walking into that same shadow. This is his last dance. But the stakes here are even higher than basketball. In the NBA, you play on a hardwood floor. You fly private jets. You stay in the same time zones. In 2026, Messi is fighting a war on a continent that is famous for destroying older players. The travel distances in the United States are not like Europe. A flight from Miami to Vancouver is longer than a flight from London to Dubai. He is 39 years old. In football years, that is ancient. Every morning when he wakes up, his body is screaming. The recovery that used to take 24 hours now takes 3 days, and the young wolves are waiting. Land, think about the 19-year-old kids playing for Charlotte or St. Louis or Toronto. They grew up watching Messi on YouTube. They worship him. But now, they want to be the one who retires him. Blind. They want to be the footnote in history that says, I was the one who took the ball from Lionel Messi in his final year. Blind. He is not just playing against 11 men. He is playing against the hunger of a new generation. All right. And then there is the pressure of the badge. Inter Miami is not just a club anymore. It is a global brand. It is valued at over $1 billion. And that valuation is based on one thing: success. Menja. If this season ends in failure, or if he gets injured in April and misses the World Cup in June, the entire project collapses. The documentary ends in silence. The marketing campaigns fail. Monde. This is the burden he carries every time he ties his shoelaces. Ben. Most players retire when they can no longer keep up. They fade away quietly. They go to a smaller league. They play fewer minutes. Messi does not have that luxury. He is being asked to be the best player in the world, in the most physical league in the world, during the hottest summer in history. The humidity in Florida, the altitude in Denver, the artificial turf in Seattle. These are enemies he never had to face in Barcelona. This is why this season is so dangerous. Donned, one bad tackle, one slip on the turf, and the dream of the 2026 World Cup is over. Late, he knows it. The coaches know it, and the fans know it. Palinja. That is why every game this season is going to feel like a final. Every ticket is going to be sold out. Every camera is going to be zoomed in on his face. Leaned. We are watching a man walking a tightrope without a safety net. He has 4 Ballons d'Or more than Ronaldo. He has the World Cup. He has the Champions League titles, but human nature is cruel. We do not remember the beginning. We remember the end, and if the end is ugly, if the end is slow, if the end is painful, that is what will stick in the minds of the American audience. Blenja. He is risking his perfect ending for one last shot at glory. That is the definition of the last dance. It is not about money. It is not about fame. It is about the terrifying possibility that even the greatest of all time can stay at the party 1 hour too long. But do not think for a second that this is just about football. Don, behind the scenes, there is a machine running that is bigger than the sport itself. Genst. We have to talk about the money. Gee, there is a very specific reason why Inter Miami is flying thousands of miles to Peru and Colombia just weeks before the season starts. It is called return on investment. When Lionel Messi signed that contract, it changed the economics of the sport forever. But that contract comes with a heavy price tag. Momjan Apple TV did not sign a 10-year deal with the MLS for charity. They need subscribers. And the data shows that when Messi does not play, the subscriptions stop growing. This creates a terrifying conflict of interest. The medical team wants him to rest. They want to preserve him for the World Cup, but the business team needs him on the pitch every single week. Blind. Every time he sits on the bench, millions of dollars in ticket value evaporates. Blind, we are talking about a business empire that includes Adidas, Royal Caribbean, and Chase Bank. They have all placed their bets on number 10. There is over $1 billion in advertising revenue sitting on the table this year. But that money only unlocks if he is wearing the kit and the cameras are rolling. This is the hidden trap of the 2026 season. He is no longer just a player. He is an asset. He is a walking economy, and assets are not allowed to take a day off. Momjer, so when you see him looking tired in the 80th minute of a meaningless game in March, remember this. Lender, he is not staying on the field because he wants to. He is staying on the field because the contract says the show must go on. So the stage is set, the actors are in place, and the script is being written in real time. Blum Inter Miami has started the engine. The World Cup countdown has begun. This is not just another season. It is the closing chapter of the greatest story ever told. We are going to witness history this year, either the glorious triumph of a king defending his land, or the heartbreaking reality of time catching up to him. Lamja, there is no middle ground. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because we will be tracking every single move Lionel Messi makes on American soil. Manja, you do not want to miss what happens next. I will see you in the next one.